maggot!
The loop was really the reason I made the film. That's the chance to really explore what's interesting for Tom Cruise's character.
Cage inherits this alien power to time loop and to relive battles day after day after day.
Every time he's killed, he wakes up the day before the battle.
You're not going to believe what I'm about to tell you.
No, I'm not.
The concept is something that lent itself to very entertaining cinema.
Repeating the same day over and over again, that to me sort of takes a character to the brink.
There'll be nothing to stop the mimics from conquering the rest of the world, unless you change the outcome.
Me.
The audience are in with Cage. They know he's in this loop and he's reliving this day and he's trying to anticipate to get ahead of the loop so he can survive the battle.
You have to listen to me. They know we're coming. They're waiting for us. I have been there. I've seen it. You're all doomed.
Tom understands that people go see his movies because they're good, and they're good because he works hard at them.
I've never met anyone with such boundless enthusiasm.
This movie's a big sci-fi adventure. Cage is a really fun character to play. He's not really a military guy, and he's not a heroic guy. I'm not a soldier, really.
You'll be on the beach with the first wave.
Do you mean the front?
You ship out to the coast in 1 hour.
He's not the most courageous person.
On your feet, maggot!
He plays Cage in a way that's not whiny and tedious, and he is useless and inept at first, but he tries, and I think everyone loves that.
How do I turn the safety off of my weapon?
What?
How do I turn the safety off? Oh, my God!
He's a guy who's just in over his head right from the beginning.
Tom has a big input on everything and wants to do everything, so there's no cheating, you know, it's all Tom. Even when you can't really see it's him, it's all him.
Tom had to start working out in July for a shoot that started in October to physically be strong enough to wear one of these suits all day.
The suit itself weighed 85, 90 pounds, and depending on the armament, anywhere from 120 to 125 pounds.
Simon Crane and I could both be directing scenes that starred Tom. Depending who was ready for a shot, Tom would come running to that person's set, do the shot, and then when the other person's ready, he'd run over to the other set, change his wardrobe, do the shot on the other person's set, and meanwhile by then I'm ready for the next shot with him, and Tom would just go ping-ponging back and forth.
At times I was shooting 7 days a week.
He strived for it to be the best version of every moment, every scene, every day.
Probably the biggest challenge of making the film was that the soldiers wore these exosuits, these one-man tanks.
The exosuit makes it look effortless, and we can run and jump and smash and fight.
I did not want to do a CGI suit for the film. I wanted to feel real to the audience. These exosuits were designed by Pierre Bohana, who worked on the Harry Potter films, and he designed the Batman suits.
The first thing I did was to really figure out the practical aspect of the suit, the engineering of the suit.
I showed up a couple of months early to really R&D the suit. The exosuit itself is very detailed. The kind of weapons that it carries are just fun.
Because it's real, it's not fake. We realized we could do every stunt in the suit.
And that first day on set was a bit overwhelming.
Tom and the actors really had to start working out.
I don't think anything quite prepares you for the sheer weight of the suit.
The suit itself weighed 85, 90 pounds, and depending on the armament, anywhere from 120 to 125 pounds. Everyone enjoyed the grueling aspects of that suit.
And then you get used to it, and I now really love stomping around in the suit. It was exciting to be this lethal powerhouse.
Hey, Sarge, the new guy. What's his name again?
When you look at Emily Blunt, what she was able to create, I love what she did with that character. It was perfect for this journey.
I'm definitely not playing the simpering love interest in this.
Emily Blunt's character is this great warrior.
It's the full metal.
And she's killed hundreds of aliens and has become this poster child for the war.
I need your help.
With what exactly?
Winning the war.
I was drawn to playing someone as tough and badass and physical and dangerous as Rita.
You see and experience her humanity, and it becomes quite moving. This is as far as you ever make it.
I'm a soldier. I'm not walking away.
You can train all you want, run 1,000,000 miles, and I don't think anything quite prepares you. You just have to get used to it.
She's really done great. She puts in a lot of work. We're building her up, both her fitness and flexibility.
And it's hard.
Emily has not done action. There's no easy feat. This is the deep end of action.
Get down!
Trying to capture the choreography and the sheer violence at which she fights was the challenge.
Her primary weapon is a sharpened helicopter blade.
Her fight style is very aerial-based, lots of sliding under tentacles, jumping, flipping over them, slicing as she's in the air. We wanted it to look violent, but yet there was a kind of beauty to it.
What's next? Who said you could talk to me?
You did. Tomorrow, at the beach. We meet. You said to find you when I wake up. You do know what's happening to me.
Come with me.
Rita herself used to have the same power that Cage has.
What happened to you happened to me. I had it, I lost it.
The reason that she's such a fearsome warrior is because she had this power.
You hijacked their power.
How do I control it?
You have to die.
I'm not even trained for combat.
You keep coming here every day and I'll train you.
All right, Cage, let's see what you got.
She's teaching him how to be a soldier and teaching him about the power.
Keep your eyes open.
Stop. Wait a second.
Again, again, again. You okay, Cage?
I think I broke something.
What?
My back. The only thing I can feel in my lips.
I think we better start over, don't you?
What?
If we do not defeat them in France, we'll be fighting them in the streets of London, then New York, then Tokyo. All of humanity is at stake.
It takes place in the future.
The aliens have captured Europe, and we need to retake it before they expand out.
It's got a post-apocalypse feel to it, but people are surviving. There's still hope that we can overcome this force.
The entire might of the UDF, relieving pressure on the Eastern Front, allowing the Russians and Chinese to push the enemy back.
The United Defense Force is an uneasy coalition of the armies of the world.
So we're getting all the squads together. They're getting ready to stage this massive counterattack against this invasion.
You see these visually incredible drop ships that drop our soldiers, men and women, onto the battlefield.
It is, at the end of the day, a big, fun, exciting movie.
This here is Private Cage. Private Cage, J Squad.
Isn't that an officer's uniform?
Private Cage is a deserter. I'm making you all personally responsible for his deliverance.
Major Bill Cage, against his wishes, gets sent to the front lines.
Listen, man, I've never been in one of these.
Yeah, well, I've never been with two girls at the same time before.
J Squad look like a bunch of degenerates and convicts, and they're the real lowly members of the army.
We're kind of like the misfit squad, like a weird dirty dozen.
Watch your back out there, sir.
No one else will.
These are not people that the military is trying to protect. These are cannon fodder, the people being sent first in to take the blunt of the alien attack.
Private Cage, J Squad.
Have any of you met me before?
Bitch, I don't know you.
Exactly, yes. Your name is Nancy Ford
Skinner, Griff, you're Bibble, Kibble, Kimmel. You fight balls out, literally.
Oh, for Christ's sake, Kimmel!
I gotta be free, man.
It's a real mismatch of personalities from all over the world.
J Squad are just very different characters, and they come together in a way that you really care about them.
Look alive if you want to stay that way!
They initially hate Cage.
It's pretty much game over tomorrow.
He knows the whole invasion is a slaughter. Oh, this is great.
But over the course of the movie, they learn to work together, and ultimately, they join him and Emily Blunt.
Come on!